Hello, everyone. Hi, nice to see you. Nice to visit the group. I haven't been there for quite a long time. I know that wasn't planned, but I decided to make something spontaneous because it's really hard for me to plan something and to schedule some meetings with you. I know we are meeting on Zoom, but I decided to share with you some live broadcasts as well. So today we're going to, as you can maybe see in the description, I'm not sure if you can see that. I just wanted to talk with you about the text that I gave you to read last time. We actually discussed it at the Zoom meeting that we had, and it was quite interesting discussion because the text talked about things that are quite important in life, like the basic things, quite psychological, philosophical discussion we had. There were 2 people only, but that was quite nice discussion. I can see some people appearing, so hello, nice to see you. I know the morning maybe is not the best time to talk to you because most of you probably are working. But if you can, you can watch it later on because the transmission will be there on the group. Yeah. So hello, whoever there is. I'm waiting for the comments as usual. So if you want to, say anything, join in discussion, you're very welcome. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, maybe we will start with the text, which I wanted to read for you. First, I just need to, full screen. Yeah, I just need to find what I want to share with you. Okay, that's the one I want to share with you. For the moment, you can see just me, but okay. So yeah, now you should be able to see the text that we were talking about. So if you follow the group, you remember that I gave you the text some time ago. I think it was last week or even like earlier, yes? The text is about the fisherman and the banker. Okay, the pictures are not really clear. I know it's not a good copy of this. So forget about the pictures. Let's not worry about them. Let's maybe just read the story about the fisherman and the banker. Okay, an American banker was walking on beautiful beach in small Mexican village. He saw a fisherman in his boat with a few fish on it. Great fish, he said. How long did it take you to catch them? Not very long, answered the fisherman. Why didn't you stay at the sea longer to catch some more? Asked the banker. There are just enough fish here to feed my family, answered the Mexican. Then the American asked, but what do you do the rest of the time? I sleep late, I fish a little, I play with my kids, I have siestas. In the evening, I go to see my friends in the village. We drink wine, we play the guitar. I'm busier than you think. Life here isn't as... The American interrupted him. I have an MBA from Harvard University and I can help you. You're not fishing as much as you can. If you start fishing for longer periods of time, you'll get enough money from selling the fish to buy a bigger boat. Then, with the money you'll get from catching and selling more fish, you could buy a second boat and then a third one, and so on. Then, instead of selling your fish to shops, you could sell them directly to a fish factory or even open your own factory. Then you'll be able to leave your little village for Mexico City and finally move to New York, where you could direct the company. How long will that take? Asked the Mexican. About 15 to 20 years, answered the banker. And then? Then it gets more interesting, said the American, smiling and talking more quickly. When the moment comes, you can put your company on the stock market and you will make millions. Millions. But then what? Then you can retire, have a small village, live in a small village by the sea, go to the beach, sleep late. play with your kids. Okay, so this is the story, and yeah, it's quite funny, and it's quite it tells a lot about our life priorities. Yeah, you can ask yourself, do you identify yourself with the banker or with the fisherman? Which side do you take? Yeah, whose life is better, American or the Mexican? Yeah. And yeah, when we met on Zoom, there was an interesting discussion. One side, there was actually two sides. Yeah, there was one side who argued that the banker's life makes sense for him. Yeah, and the other side was arguing for the way of life of the Mexican. Yes, that. Yeah, you can ask yourself what is the most important for you, yeah, and what does it mean? What do you want in life, yeah? Because the American, his life is just about making more and more, yeah. It's about growing a business, yes. Now you can ask yourself also, is it good or bad? Can you? Yeah, sorry, I just need to see if there are any comments. I am aware that it's not the perfect time, so probably I won't see any comments. But anyway, I'm checking. Yeah, you can now try to ask yourself, is it good or bad? Yeah, these are just different choices that you can make in life. Yes. Is it important for you to care about yourself and your family? What brings value to your life? Yes, because for the Mexican man, he cared about himself, yes, about what he feels he like. Yeah, he likes sleeping late, he liked fishing, and he was fishing just to get enough fish to feed the family, yeah, so that they have something to eat. It wasn't important for him to make, I don't know, to grow a business, to make some more money out of it. Yes. He was just enjoying life. When it comes to the American, he had different style of life or different philosophy of life to make more and more and more, to grow a big company which brings profits, which, okay, in a way I could understand. Yes, but okay, for me personally, it's not my kind of life. Although, okay, I have my own company and it's nice when it brings profits. But okay, then think about what you spend your time for. Yes, growing a company, making a big company, it takes, like, yeah, we have in the text about 15 to 20 years. So after 20 years, you have a big company and you can get retired and you can do things that, for example, the Mexican man was always doing, and he didn't need to have a company to do them. Yes, to sleep late, to go to the beach, just to, you know, enjoy the time and do things that he feels he really want to do, and to have time for your family. Yeah, for me, I feel like my philosophy of life is not the banker, it's the fisherman. Because the way I'm trying to live is to get as much time for myself and for my pleasures and for my children also, because these are things that are the most important for me. Yes. Yeah, and even the moral of the story is that, okay, so you lose 20 years of your life to make or to have a big company business. Yes. And you don't spend that time on things that you would really want to spend. Like your family, or I don't know, holidays or relaxing or anything, that you really want to do. So maybe it's, yeah, it's about how you value your time and what do you spend your time for. Do you really spend your time for what you want? Or maybe not really, yeah? Okay, well, the best thing here, it would be if I could talk to someone about this text. But as I said, we talked about it on our Zoom meeting. And when there are many viewpoints, it's a very nice discussion because everybody can think of something else. Of course, if you want, you can join the discussion in the comments, even after the transmission. Just write whatever you think about this story. What is your point of view? What are your priorities in life? Yes. Because this story makes you think. It's a very simple one, but it makes you think, yeah? Anyway. Okay, and... okay, I'm just checking if there's anyone commenting. Not for the moment. All right, so another thing that we can do with this text, there is an exercise in B. Mark the sentences true or false. Yeah, so there are sentences that go with this text, and we need to decide if they are true or false. The first one, the Mexican needed more fish. Okay, that's done as an example. You don't maybe see that very well, but it's false, yeah? Mexican needed more fish. Definitely, he didn't need any more fish because he says, yeah, there was a question, why didn't you stay longer? There are just enough fish here to feed my family, so obviously he didn't need any more fish, yeah? In number 2, he enjoyed his lifestyle. Okay, he, I assume that's the Mexican, the fisherman. Yeah, of course he enjoyed his life. We can see that from what he says. Yeah, what do you do the rest of time? We can guess that those things are, you know, things that he likes doing in life. So that's true, yeah? He enjoyed his life. In 3, the American wanted him to work harder. Yeah, of course, if you read the text, you can see that, well, there's a long... he says a lot, really. You're not fishing as much as you can. If you start fishing for longer periods of time, you get enough money from selling fish to buy a bigger boat. Yeah, so definitely there's a long text that he says about what the Mexican can do. Yeah, so yeah, we can say that it's true. The American wanted him to work harder. He told the Mexican to buy a smaller boat. Well, I've just read it. Yeah, well, of course, that doesn't make sense because it's to buy a bigger boat. Yeah, to buy a bigger boat. So that's false. The American said he would be rich in 5 years. Yeah, the American said he would be rich, but it's not after 5 years. There's nothing about 5. When we look at the text, it says... how long will that take? Yeah, asked the Mexican. About 15 to 20 years. So 5 years is not enough, right? So this sentence, number 5, is false. He probably didn't convince the Mexican. Yeah, he didn't convince. Yeah, you need to know what it means, convince. So that the Mexican wasn't... he didn't agree with the fisherman, with the banker. Yeah, did he want to do what the American said? Well, we don't know that, yes, because we can see only what the American says, that, okay, you can make millions, but even the questions he asked, yeah, and then what? And then you can retire and do things that you do now. So probably American didn't convince the Mexican. Yeah, that's actually the end of the story, which we can guess, yeah, that it's true. Yeah, he probably didn't convince the Mexican. Okay, so that's the work with the story. I also have a few words there. I don't see any comments. I'm just checking. Okay. So I made a list of a few well, some of them are sentences, some of them are just words or expressions that I think are worth remembering. Okay, it took me 1 hour to catch the fish. That was taken from how long did it take you? Yeah, so okay, that's in past simple. How long did it take you? Take me some period of time to do something. Yeah, so it took me 1 hour to catch the fish. It's a very useful expression. Yeah, you can also say it takes me. I don't know, 30 minutes. Yeah, to get to work, for example. Very useful expression. You can use it in many situations. Yeah. It takes me 30 minutes. It takes me 1 hour to cook dinner, something like this. Yeah. I sleep late. That's another interesting one. I think it's also quite useful. Sleep late, that was in here. Yeah. When we have a description of what the Mexican man does. What do you do the rest of the time? I sleep late. What does it mean to sleep late? If you say you sleep late, it means that you get up late, yeah? So if I sleep late, I get up at, I don't know, 10 or 11. I never sleep late, but that's what it means, yeah? So if you sleep for a long time and you don't want to wake up early, you don't wake up early. This is what you can say, yes? I sleep late. On Sundays, for example, I sleep late. I'm busier than you think. This expression I wrote here because of the word busy, and the word busy is used in many situations in which even I cannot use the Polish ones. And translating into Polish doesn't give the same meaning, really. Yeah, I'm busier than you think. That was here in again in the description of the life of the Mexican fisherman. Yes, yeah. So if you're busy, it means that you have a lot of things to do. Yeah. So busier is okay. It's a comparative adjective. Yeah. So busy, busier than. Yeah, like bigger than. Busy you can use, for example, at work. Yeah, how was your day? It was busy. Yeah. Are you busy at home? Yeah, I'm busy. I'm sorry, I cannot talk now. I'm busy. Yeah, you don't have to really specify what you're doing. You just say you are busy. Interrupt. I think some of you didn't know what it means, and you had to check the meaning of the words. To interrupt someone, it means yeah, I'm just checking what you can see. Maybe I can do something like this. Will you be able to see? I hope. Yeah. I'm not checking what is visible, and hopefully this is visible. I think so. It should be. Okay, so interrupt. It means when, for example, in speaking, yeah, somebody is speaking and you interrupt him. It means you break in the middle, or you stop somebody, stop someone speaking, stop somebody from speaking. Yes, that's what it means to interrupt. And when we look at the text, we see, yeah, that the Mexican man was saying something and the American interrupted him. Yeah, so he braked in the middle of his speaking. Yeah, I have an MBA from Harvard University. By the way, what is MBA? That also looks mysterious here. It's MBA is okay. Business something. Okay, now I'm. Well, that's anyway. It's a kind of some kind of degree, master, bachelor. Okay, I have no idea. I don't remember now at this moment what this abbreviation means. But it's a degree that you get after finishing university. Yeah, one of the degrees. It's Harvard University, so it looks like a very good one. Yeah. So he has that degree, and he knows what he's saying. Yeah. Okay, sell directly to a fish factory. Yeah, it's also, you can sell directly to a fish factory. Sell directly, it means without any other companies in between. Yeah, so you go fishing, you catch fish, and you go directly. You don't go to kind of, I don't know, agent that would buy the fish from you and then sell to a fish factory. You can go directly. Yeah, so straight to a fish factory. Leave your village. Leave your village. That was here. You can leave your village in the Mexico here. Then you'll be able to leave your little village for Mexico. Okay, I should also leave your village for the city. Okay, so leave your village. It means you go traveling. So you move from the village to the city. But if you want to say that you go somewhere, you use the preposition for. Yeah. So she left New York for Los Angeles, for example. Yeah. She left New York for LA, something like this. Yeah. And this expression is very often used also in many contexts. Okay, direct the company. It was here. It moved to New York, where you could direct the company. To direct the company, it means to be the director of the company, to be the boss. Yeah, to be the owner of the company. So you can direct the company. You can direct business. Yeah, the company. I don't have any other ideas what you can direct. But if you are the boss of it or the owner and you rule, you get the rules, yeah, and you are responsible for the company, you direct the company. Okay, stock markets, because that could also be mysterious for some of you. You can put your company on the stock market. Okay, this is okay for the very, very big companies. If they can put it on the stock market, it means that they can sell shares. Yes, and people can buy shares, and I don't really know how to explain stock markets. I'm not into stocks and economy, but if they have, if the company has shares and other people can buy the shares, then you say it's on the stock market. Make millions. You will make millions. Yeah, what does it mean to make millions? If you make millions, it means you earn millions or make a lot of money. Well, the word make you can use when it comes to earning. Yeah, when you talk about earning money from, I don't know, work or the business or the company you have. So it all means the same as earn money. Yeah, earn millions, make. Yeah, you can say I make a lot of money. I make money. Make money at work. Okay, retire. Then you can retire, live in a small village. If you know the word, then okay, that's clear. If you don't know the word, retire, you are retired after usually in Poland, okay, women are retire after 60, when they're 60 years old, and men after 65, at least at this moment, yeah. So when you are retired, it means that you no longer work. You finish working and you simply don't work. You get money. The money that you get when you're retired, that's called pension. Okay, so you get pension. The government pays pension to you, and you're retired. You don't have to work. Yeah. Some people say that you can have your holidays at that time. Go for your holidays. Yeah, if you have enough money to do that. Okay, so these are some of the words that I chose. I think they're quite good. How to learn new words. I have a presentation or a film somewhere on the Facebook. You can find it, or on my YouTube channel. Okay, how to learn the new vocabulary. Actually, Yeah, maybe I can remove it. I'm not sure if I have. Yeah, I think I have it here. Yeah. So I have my channel on YouTube where you can find other films and other lessons that I had here. And you can also find one film about how to learn the new vocabulary. Yeah. Okay, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you. And there were some questions also. Okay, I think that's better. You can remove that. No, that's not better. Okay, yeah. It takes time for me to move between those windows, you know. Okay, question time. I think those windows, those questions are also good to discuss. Are you busier now than you were a year ago? Okay, then a year ago, I think I was doing different things, but I was just the same busy as now. No, I don't think I was busier. I'm busier now than a year ago. Just the same. Do you work or study harder now than a year ago? Okay, it's about the same, actually, the question. Well, I could compare that, maybe not a year ago, but 10 years ago. No, 10 years ago is not a good time. I was doing different things, simply. Yeah, I had small children, so I did different things. Now I'm working. It's just different. It's changing. Would you like to live somewhere quieter or more exciting? No, I live in a quiet place, to be honest. More exciting? I would like to travel more and see exciting places. So that's the thing I would change in my life. Is your town or city as big as London? No, I live in a village. It's very small, but I live, yeah, there's a big city near me, and it's not as big as London. Well, there's no underground there anyway, so it's not as big. Do you speak English as well as your friends? I don't understand the question. Do you speak English as well as your friends? That's not a good question, and that's not a question for me, I think. I speak English well. My friends, I have no idea. Some of my friends are native speakers, but I don't have contact with them. No, it's not a good question, really. So maybe it's a question for you, yeah? Because I'm just a teacher here, so it's not a good question for me. But maybe you can answer some of those questions in the comments. Yeah, if you watch this lesson, you know, I'll be glad to read your comments, really. So don't be afraid to read them. Okay, so I think that's all for today. I've got half an hour. I know that it wasn't planned, as I said, but I thought you can watch it anyway, you know, anytime you want. And I think I will do some more transmissions like this in the morning. It's a very gloomy morning here. That's why it looks very dark in my room. Yeah. And today I will see you on Zoom, hopefully. Yeah. So, yeah, in the group at 8 p.m. There's still very few people. I'm just thinking if not to stop those meetings. But since I have time, I still have time, I can see you at that time and, you know, even talk or get to know you better, because I think I'm making friends with some people. So, you know, join me and let's just talk in English, yeah? And have fun. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next transmission, next lesson, and see you on Zoom. Talk to you, yeah, this evening, and have a great day then. See you and thanks. Bye.